Hello, welcome to Make It Funny, where I take your suggestions and I make them funny. If you'd like to leave a suggestion in the comments, do so and I'll make it funny. You know, I've realized at this point, nobody watches these videos, so I'm just going to crack me up, and if you enjoy it too, congratulations, you've discovered something genius that no one knows about. All right, that was a little modest, Dave. Was it modest, or were you just being an asshole? Anyway, today's suggestion comes from Tolkien, whose suggestion is tolls. I believe that during construction, you should not have to pay tolls. There, I said it. I know I'm the first one to think it. Here's the thing. I know you would say, Dave, they need the money from the tolls to fund the construction project. And I say, all right, great. You have been collecting tolls from me for 20 years. You got enough money to do the construction. Now let's stop. Because here's the thing. The toll roads are supposed to be better. Right? Why am I paying you $5 every time I drive on your road if I'm going to sit in an hour and a half of traffic? Like, what am I getting out of it? And don't tell me I need to pay you so you can do this awesome project to make my life better, because I live in Illinois. And if there's one thing that is true, is there are two seasons. Winter and construction. I didn't just come up with that. Somebody else said that. But it's true. So it's like, great, I pay you all this money, and now I sit in traffic under construction that's supposed to make my life better, except for I never see the construction ever end, but I sure do see my bill on my tolls keep going, jing, jing, jing. And the other thing, too, is the argument is, well, they need it to maintain the roads. Do they, though? Because there's another highway called the Barack Obama Highway, except it's a freeway that I don't pay tolls for at all. And it's not like it's worse. It's not like, oh, when you use the tollways, it's smooth sailing, it's safe, but oh, that Barack Obama highway, you better watch out. Oh man, they have potholes the size of elephants. They never maintain it at all. I mean, how could they? Because they have no money because they're not collecting tolls. No. They fix it up and they put as much construction on the Barack Obama highway and freeway, or whatever we're calling it, as they do with the tolls. But anyway, they shouldn't be charging me money for the inconvenience. This is what I'm saying. I know I sound crazy, but just no tolls during construction. And here's the main reason. You're not going to lose that much money. You're already taking way too much money from us anyway. But also, how fast do you think the construction gets done then? If they're like, all right, no tolls while we're doing construction, I bet you the construction goes from 3 years to 6 months. Because as soon as they get done, they can start collecting money again. And I think everyone would be more than happy to pay it. If you told me construction only took 3 months, 6 months, and then you're like, all right, now you got to go back to paying tolls. I'm like, that's great, because now there's 6 lanes and I can, yeah, okay. Done deal. And don't tell me it takes 3 years to do the construction. You know how I know that it doesn't? Because most of the time I'm sitting in the hour and a half construction, I look over, no one's even there. It's just a bunch, all they did was they hired someone to put a bunch of barrels out and ruin everyone's lives, and then they all go home and watch TV, and maybe once a week they actually do work. It's the government, I tell you. They can build a Raising Cane's restaurant in a week. You know why? Because they need the money. They need it built so they can start making money. The government, oh, they don't give a what, 7 years to put in a sidewalk? That's what my town's all about.